How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Boy, we've got an action-packed episode full of some seriously spooky content. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy stuff. Just like this. Here's a chilling one from the UK. Ghost hunting YouTuber Andy Pollard, known as the Yorkshire Ghost Guy, recently captured something eerie during a live stream at the infamous Stocksbridge Bypass, a stretch of road long associated with paranormal activity.
Thank you. So I'm sorry if that weren't a very intriguing live, entertaining live, should I say?
While reviewing footage from his investigation near P-Royd Lane, Andy noticed a dark, shadowy figure darting across the road in front of his parked car. The only illumination came from his vehicle's headlights, making the appearance of the figure all the more perplexing. The Stocksbridge Bypass has a storied history of hauntings. During its construction, workers reported sightings of ghostly children playing on the site only to vanish without a trace. Over the years, drivers have claimed to see apparitions, including a medieval monk, and some have even reported phantom passengers appearing in their vehicles. The mystery remains unsolved. What do you think this figure could be? Share your theories in the comments below.
So I'm sorry if that weren't a very intriguing live, entertaining live, should I say?
Alright, so today we're going to be doing something a little bit different and diving headfirst into a 4-year-old internet trend and buying a dark web mystery box to see what we get. Alright, so I have actually found a seedy website where I can buy a dark web mystery box. To make the purchase, I'm going to be using Revolut, a money app designed to simplify everyday spending, and it does happen to be today's video sponsor. But one of their coolest features is they have these disposable virtual cards, which are perfect for one-time purchases, especially sketchy ones like this dark web mystery box. Right now, you can download Rev using my link in the description box down below there, or scan that QR code right there and get $40 after you make your first purchase. It just takes a couple of minutes to set up your account. We'll also pin a link in the comments down below. Many moons later. Alright, so our deep web mystery box has finally arrived. I can't tell you much about it. It's from overseas, that much I can tell you. Apart from that, it is a very suspicious looking package. I don't know what's in it. So when we crack it open, we'll be both finding out what's in it together. I'm following a slight guide that I found online for deep web mystery boxes. You probably should wear a little mask in case something strange is inside the box. Okay, let's crack this bad boy open and see what we find. Okay, we are in. Now, I've been told to let these mystery boxes air out a little bit, just in case there's something sus inside. Okay, while we wait for our mystery box to let out some gas, let's take a look at some of the awesome features Revolut has to offer. So let's check out the real stainless steel card they sent me. You can design your own in-app using emojis and text to make it a little more personal. I was able to put this sweet little ghost man on my black card, which is pretty spooky and awesome. Now, of course, you can start buying things straight away by linking your card on Google or Apple Pay. You don't have to wait for the physical card to arrive, so you can start using your account straight away. Now, what's awesome, on top of those virtual spending cards that we just mentioned a little bit earlier, Revolut really prioritizes your money's online security. You can instantly freeze your card if it's ever lost or stolen, set spending limits, notifications, custom controls. There's even 24/7 in-app support. Revolut also lets you enjoy a range of travel perks from currency exchange, low international spending fees, eSIMs, and even discounted airport lounge passes. All right, we've let that simmer long enough. My goggles are all fogged up. Let's see what's in this deep web mystery box. Not that creepy so far. Maybe a clown built this box. As I said, I don't know who built this box. I found a suspicious site on the deep web and purchased it. So we don't know what we're dealing with. So let's have a look. one by one. Looks like some toilet roll. What do we got here? Oh, it's a message. Oh, it's some kind of message. Creepy. Saint Expedite, please help me accompany my tasks quickly. For this favor, I will offer food and drinks upon completion. We'll send you more. That's creepy. Super creepy. What else we got here? The rowan, the oak, and the holly tree are the characters left for you to roam. I don't know what any of this means. Waxing moon, provide me with protection from all that seeks to harm me. And then there's some, looks like some pagan markings there. All right, there's more creepy. What do we got here? Say love affirmations. Not super creepy, I guess, but we don't know what we're dealing with. Perhaps a witch sent this box? I don't know. Have some weird looking stuff in there. All right, a kind of weird head. It looks like one of the heads on Easter Island, made of some kind of fluff, some kind of something there. Looks like a symbol of some description. What else have we got? Oh, what is this? What is that? Looks like a little ghost, but it looks like a fungus. Some kind of little fungus hat. Maybe I could wear it as a hat. No idea what that is, but we'll keep on trucking. All right, what do we got here? Some candles and some what look like rosary beads or some kind of ritual beads, perhaps. No real smell. Ooh, a slinky cloth for me to perform rabbit in the hat tricks, perhaps. Don't know what that is. Red cloth. Oh, I don't know what this is. Myrrh resin. Myrrh is burned in as an incense to bring peace to a situation, understand personal sorrow, and expand spiritual awareness. Myrrh also has a practical use as an insect repellent. I hope there's not just like bees or ants or something in here and I'm meant to have applied the myrrh to help me. Maybe it's telling me what I should be doing. Some kind of weird vial. Ew, ew, ew. Lunar Energy candle dressing oil, not for consumption. I don't think I'll be drinking that anyway, not for consumption. And we're getting a little creepy here. Some kind of bone. Oh boy. That is eerie to say the max. And then it looks like we have a book. Just a straight up book. Holy wicked, hexes, curses, and other unsavory notions. A book by Dorothy Morrison, and it looks like how to cast curses and other unsavory notions. Interesting. So, what are we gathering? I'm guessing some kind of practicing witch sent me this box, perhaps, or a clown with some confetti. Well, there you go. There's our deep web mystery box. Super creepy. I don't really know what any of it means. Some positive self-love affirmations, a weird hat, a weird face made out of all sorts of something or other. I don't know. Oh, maybe there's something in that. I don't know. Creepy nonetheless. A slinky scarf, some bone. That's probably the creepiest. The bone and this mysterious oil is probably the most unsettling. And some of these incantations. All right, so this deep web mystery box, meh, bit of a bust. But don't forget, you can get $40 after you download Revolut and make your first purchase. All you have to do is scan that QR code right there or use my special link in the description box down below there for more information. All right, now let's get back to the creepy videos.
In late April 2025, NASA's GOES-19 satellite captured footage of a mysterious orb-like object passing in front of the Sun, sparking a flurry of speculation online. The video, released by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration (NOAA), showed a large spherical object moving across the Sun's surface, leading some viewers to suggest it was a UFO. However, experts quickly clarified that the object was the moon during a lunar transit, a phenomenon where the moon passes between a satellite and the sun, temporarily blocking the sun's light from the satellite's perspective. This event is not visible from Earth and is a normal occurrence in space observations. Despite the scientific explanation, the footage ignited discussions on social media, with some users linking the event to recent power outages in Spain and Portugal, and others expressing skepticism about the official account. NASA continues to monitor solar activity, especially as the sun approaches its solar maximum, a period of increased solar activity that can lead to phenomena like solar storms and auroras visible in unusual locations. On May 8, 2025, paranormal investigator Lee Irwin captured something truly unsettling during an investigation at the notoriously haunted Gilchrist County Jail in Trenton, Florida. Shared on the jail's official Facebook page, the eerie thermal image has paranormal enthusiasts buzzing. Irwin and his team were testing a new type of paranormal gear, the Casper Virtual Ghost Camera System. On the standard camera view, we see a woman walking alone in a cell, seemingly unaware of anything unusual. However, on the thermal image, the scene becomes disturbingly different. Clearly visible behind the woman, who appears bright red from her body heat, is a human-shaped figure glowing an unnatural icy blue. The thermal camera isn't picking up any body heat from this second presence, suggesting that whatever this entity is, it's extremely cold. Even more unsettling, the normal camera feed shows absolutely no sign of this figure. The old Gilchrist County Jail has long held a reputation for paranormal activity. Originally operational from 1928 to 1968, the building saw decades of suffering. Inmates endured violence and suffocating heat unsupervised from evening until dawn. Now owned by paranormal enthusiasts Lee and Cheryl Irwin, the jail has become a popular site for ghost hunters and curious visitors alike. The Irwins report numerous guests experiencing unexplained phenomena, from ghostly touches to whispers and shadowy apparitions. But this latest thermal capture might be some of their strongest evidence yet. Is the ghostly blue figure the lingering spirit of a former inmate still trapped within the jail's oppressive walls? Until further explanations arise, the footage stands as compelling evidence supporting the jail's dark history and the lingering presence of those who endured it. On April 18, 1961, Joe Symington, a plumber and part-time chicken farmer from Eagle River, Wisconsin, experienced one of the most peculiar events in UFO history, famously known today as the Pancake Incident.
Right here is where this flying saucer, this UFO, landed.
Around 11 a.m., Symington heard an alarming noise outside his home, describing it as a combination of screeching tires and a throttled jet engine. Initially, fearing his roof was being torn off, he quickly noticed a shimmering, chrome-like disc-shaped object descending into his yard.
And that's when I first saw this thing coming straight down, just like an elevator.
Intrigued yet cautious, Symington ventured outside and found himself face to face with an astonishing craft, approximately 12 feet high, 30 feet in diameter and encircled by exhaust pipes. A hatch on top opened, revealing three surprisingly human-like occupants. Standing roughly 5 feet tall, these beings appeared clean-shaven, dressed in dark blue or black uniforms with turtleneck tops and helmet-like caps. One occupant gestured, seemingly requesting water, and handed Symington a metallic jug.
And then there stood a little man, I say a little man, about 5 foot tall, holding up a jug or a container, and he motioned he wanted to drink. He motioned for water. So I walked up to him to get this jug, and I looked at his eyes, and they were so penetrating that I had to look away.
Obligingly, Symington fetched water from his basement pump. Returning to the craft, he glimpsed its interior, noting one occupant operating an intricate control panel, while another cooked on a flameless grill emitting smoke, but no visible flames. Fascinated, Symington gestured toward the grill. Understanding his curiosity, an occupant handed him several small pancake-like objects.
So I noticed this little man, same size of a man, right to the right side of the hatchway, cooking these pancakes, which I have one here yet. He was frying these pancakes, and I pointed to him and made a gesture like eating. I thought maybe I'd get a conversation out of him. Nobody was saying anything.
Symington later described these pancakes as roughly 3 inches in diameter, greasy, rubbery, and oddly perforated. Driven by curiosity and humorously claiming to do so for science, he tasted one, remarking that it tasted like cardboard.
And if that was their food, God help them, because I took a bite of one of them and it tasted like a piece of cardboard.
Immediately after the exchange, the occupants sealed the hatch and the craft rapidly shot away, leaving Symington stunned, pancakes still in hand.
With that, the thing started to raise, just like it came down. Everything was timed perfect. It went up about 20 feet, it tilted at 45 degrees, straight south, and shot off. And within 2 or 3 seconds, it was out of sight.
The bizarre incident quickly attracted attention, prompting Symington to provide pancake samples to local authorities. These samples were analysed by the US Air Force's Project Blue Book Food and Drug Laboratories and Northwestern University. Surprisingly, tests found only common ingredients, flour, sugar, and grease, and nothing extraterrestrial. While these mundane findings didn't completely debunk Symington's story, they did fuel skepticism. Despite doubts, Symington's sincerity and credibility were frequently highlighted by local authorities and investigators. Vilas County Judge Franklin Carter, a dedicated UFO enthusiast, openly supported Symington and dismissed suggestions of a hoax. The local community generally believed Symington, respecting him as honest and trustworthy. However, public attention brought negative consequences, causing Symington to lose plumbing jobs due to ridicule and disrupting his daily life significantly. Nevertheless, he steadfastly maintained his story until his passing in 1985, expressing pride and gratitude for having experienced the unusual encounter.
Right here is where this flying saucer, this UFO, landed.
Today, the Eagle River Pancake incident remains officially classified as unexplained in Project Blue Book archives, recognized as one of the most peculiar and debated cases in UFO history. Notably, other witnesses around Eagle River reported sightings of similar craft on the same day, adding further intrigue. Decades later, Symington's strange experience continues to spark lively debate among both believers and skeptics. Was Joe Symington genuinely visited by extraterrestrials, or did he experience an elaborate hallucination or misunderstanding? Until proven otherwise, the Eagle River Pancake incident remains an extraordinary mystery within the fascinating world of unexplained phenomena.
So, I noticed this little man, same size of a man, right to the right side of the hatchway, cooking these pancakes, which I have one here yet. He was frying these pancakes, and I pointed to him and made a gesture like eating. I thought maybe I'd get a conversation out of him. Nobody was saying anything.
Here's a quick and unsettling find from Reddit user Venice Venerini. While working in a pathology office, they pulled a hematology textbook off the shelf, only to discover something chilling wedged between its pages. A lock of human hair used as a bookmark. Though definitely creepy given the clinical setting, one commenter, Magical, offered an intriguing cultural perspective. Some cultures use the baby's first haircut as a bookmark, believing that the baby would be smart if they do so. Even with a cultural explanation, the fact that the hair turned up in a pathology office textbook adds a distinctly eerie dimension. Was it simply a forgotten, sentimental keepsake, or does it hint at something stranger? Either way, it's certainly a freaky find to stumble upon during an ordinary workday. In July 2022, a TikTok video by user Jose Fierro9 went viral, purportedly capturing a ghostly figure on La Rumorosa Highway in Baja, California, Mexico. The brief clip shows a silhouette walking along the road at night, which the truck driver identifies as the spirit of a fellow trucker who died in an accident on that very stretch. According to local legend, the trucker was rushing home to be with his wife, who was about to give birth. He lost control of his vehicle and crashed. Though he survived the initial accident, he wandered the area for hours seeking help but eventually succumbed to his injuries. His body was never found, and since then, numerous drivers have reported seeing a lone figure on the road, believed to be his restless spirit. The video sparked widespread debate online. Some viewers are convinced it's evidence of the supernatural, while others suggest it might simply be a person walking at night. Regardless, the footage has reignited interest in the eerie tales surrounding La Rumorosa, a highway already notorious for its treacherous curves and paranormal stories. What do you think? Post a ghost emoji in the comments if you think it's real, or dude emoji if you think it's just a passing pedestrian. Here's a quick and eerie photo that's been getting passed around social media at the moment. Perfectly timed photo or genuine zombie outbreak? I'll let you decide. The latest chilling installment from Wynnmcpics is here, reigniting fears that something paranormal lurks within their home. We've covered this alleged haunting several times in the past, but now there's a disturbing new update.
Excuse me, are you back there again? This has become its favorite spot.
The tap mysteriously turns on, seemingly all by itself.
Are you back there again? Become its favorite spot. Yeah, and there he is.
But the activity doesn't stop there. Moments later, the homeowner captures more unsettling phenomena in the laundry room.
Okay. Everyone can see you in their reflection, bud. Everyone can see you in their reflection. And it's gone. But I just want anyone who's watching to see. This is too small. But just look, it's not.
The activity continues.
I just wanted you to see. The cabinets are knocking again. I'm leaving. Oh, that's enough for today.
So what do you think? Is the OP's home genuinely haunted, or could something else explain these eerie events?
Everyone can see you in their reflection, bud. Everyone can see you in their reflection. And it's gone.
Reddit user Not Another B Movie recently shared a bizarre discovery that's creeping out the internet. After purchasing a used photo frame, they noticed something unsettling printed on the back. The faint but distinct imprint of a face. The eerie image clearly resembles a human face, as if the original photograph had somehow transferred its ghostly silhouette directly onto the wooden backing of the frame. One user, Lemon Jello, joked ominously, "You bought a ghost, enjoy your paranormal activity." However, others offered a more rational explanation, suggesting that prolonged exposure to direct sunlight had likely transferred the image from the original photograph onto the frame's backing. So what do you think? Is this a harmless scientific occurrence, or did someone unknowingly bring home a cursed object? Before we get to our last segment, remember to pump up those likes. If we don't hit 10,000, Bigfoot won't be able to afford to go to college anymore. Do you want Bigfoot to be a bum on the street? That's on you, the viewers. Reddit user Lilt34 recently shared a photo that has the internet puzzling over reality itself. They wrote, "The bubbles at the bottom of my water glass look like a script of some kind." Indeed, the bubbles eerily resemble lines of mysterious code, prompting commenters to speculate wildly. Could this strange bubble formation actually hint at hidden coding behind our own reality, supporting theories that we live within a matrix-like simulation? However, some users offered a much simpler explanation. Certain beer companies deliberately etch tiny patterns known as nucleation points at the bottom of their glasses. These carefully designed etchings cause bubbles to form playful, engaging patterns as carbonated beverages are poured in. So what's going on here? Evidence of a simulated universe subtly revealed, or just clever glassmakers having some bubbly fun?
Now, if you want to watch some more scary content, then click one of these 2 links here. They'll keep you entertained well into the evening, we promise. Leave us some feedback in the comments section down below, or smash that thumbs up button. It really helps us out. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.